I'm Debbie Hogue, and I'm the branch manager of the Bellingham Office of Business Bank. We are located in the Fountain District on Meridian Street, and thank you, Shirley, very much for inviting us to be here today. Business Bank is a locally owned bank from about 400 local shareholders. We have 3 branches. Our head office is in Burlington, and then we have our location in Bellingham, and then one in Skagit County. We have $85 million in assets, which makes us one of the smallest local banks in the area.
Hi, I'm Terry Saltstrom. I'm with Industrial Credit Union. I'm the president and CEO. Thank you. We're a 71-year-old cooperative financial institution. We have $137 million in assets. About 80% of that is invested in the local consumers and businesses here in Whatcom County, and we have 7 branches.
I'm Terry Belko. I'm President and CEO with North Coast Credit Union. Our main office is about a block from here. We are similar. The credit union was formed in 1939 by a group of originally Bellingham firefighters, and then expanded to law enforcement and other public employees. We are about $145 million in assets. A large portion of that is kind of the movie show. In fact, my staff gives me a bad time that I'm turning the place into the Bailey Building and Loan. A lot of our lending is for home lending, but also again for small businesses and for all manner of other types of things that basically whatever our members need, that's what we're there to provide for.
Great. So I'm just going to ask a few questions, and then we're going to open it up and have a discussion. You obviously have some questions out there, which is great. So the first basic question is, how does your bank or credit union invest in Whatcom County?
Well, since I get the mic, I'll start. As I said, most, we are, as I'm sure Terry will echo, we are a member-owned financial cooperative, and by definition, everything we have is local. Again, for us, we do a fair amount of home lending. We do some amount, limited amount of lending in small businesses, as much as the regulations will allow us to do.
And what's the cap on that, just so people know?
12.25% of our asset size. And it's kind of interesting. I won't get on my soapbox. Terry and I probably jump on the same soapbox, but we are limited. We are limited in that realm of what we can do, and it is one of our kind of constant efforts is to get more latitude in that area, because there is so much more that we can do for small businesses if we had the latitude to do it.
Thanks, Terry. Industrial Credit Union has been on a mission for the last year, particularly, to put more time and more money into the local economy. One of the things that we've done is we have applied to both the state and federal government and have been certified as a community development financial institution, which allows us to do additional things within the community. Along with that, and Terry's correct in that we've both been on the same soapbox, looking for opportunities to get into the business lending and the microloans for the small businesses. Along with that new certification, because of our strength and because of the stuff that we have already implemented, we're able to now go up to 25% of our assets for member business loans. So that's a program that we're currently working on, and we hope to have that in place within the next 12 months.
Business Bank is a community bank, structured that way and run very much that way. So we hold deposits and make loans to members in the communities in which we serve, which are Whatcom and Skagit County. The only time we would really ever go outside of our own community for a lending opportunity would be as if one of our local customers was venturing out to do a project outside of our community. We would be supportive of them in that venture. But all of our employees are local. I'm born and raised here in Bellingham. imagine why I would ever go anywhere else, raise my family here. And all of us employees give back into the community through many different charitable organizations that we're involved with. So yeah, we pay interest to our depositors, and then we lend out money to everyone in our community. And unlike the credit unions, we don't have a cap as to what our loan portfolio, as far as helping small businesses, and yes, we are lending money. So thanks to an easement by the FDIC, we are loaning money again. So yeah, we do everything here locally in the community. We also offer a full range. The biggest perception I think about Business Bank is, do you help only business customers? No, we don't. We are a full-service bank. Our loan portfolio needs to be well diversified into both business and consumer lending.
So one thing when I was talking to people yesterday that they were saying was, oh, I still have my Bank of America account for when I travel, even though they were going to the Bank of America ATM in downtown Bellingham. So my question for you is around convenience. What are the ways which your bank and credit unions offer convenience to its members or customers? Because that's been one of the big blocks that I find that people have.
As far as convenience goes, primarily people are using debit cards and ATM cards to pay for their purchases. Debit cards, obviously, we have a MasterCard debit card that you can use anywhere that accepts MasterCard. We only have 3 branch locations, so we own 3 ATM machines. However, the bank has purchased into an ATM network. And the whole list is on our website, but there's, oh, I don't even know the number, but almost every ATM that is out there you can use without a surcharge, especially if you're going to a credit union ATM that would not charge you a surcharge anyways. You can use your ATM. We have a wide network. We have online banking services. The other thing about our little 3-branch community bank is the 1-800 number rings right into my office. So it only works until 5 o'clock p.m. And Debbie, Becca, or Shauna are the 1-800 number operators. So that's what we use for convenience.
For convenience, we have 7 branches within Bellingham, 3 out in the county. We also have 6 or 7 ATM machines, but along with Business Bank, we're also part of an ATM network, and Industrial Credit Union is a part of the cooperative network, which has over 18,000 ATMs available to credit union members with no surcharge across the United States and around the world. In addition to that convenience, we also have what is called shared branching, where if it's your preference to actually talk to a real person and have a real person hand you the money, you can go into any one of our local branches and do a transaction with your BECU account or one of your other credit union accounts, because I know many people have multiple credit union accounts throughout the United States. And that's a reciprocal convenience, because then if you are one that goes to Phoenix or someplace like that, you can go to one of the local credit unions there and access your ICU account, so that you're not necessarily dealing with the mail or wire transfers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a DC credit union, and I just go to ICU because it's a shared branch. So it's exactly the same as if I were in DC walking into the branch.
Yeah, and just to echo what Terry said, those credit unions, I don't have the current statistics, but if you took all the credit unions in the country and aggregated the total assets of them, and at one point, when I did the research a few years ago, we were only like the 8th largest financial, would be the 8th largest financial institution in the country. As a rule, we're not that large. But the thing that credit unions have that is very unique is not only we are cooperative, but we also cooperate amongst ourselves to be able to simulate size. So the network that Terry touched on, the co-op network, is a way that we can aggregate and share resources. With the shared branching that Terry talked about, is a way we can share resources so that we can simulate and provide the same things that a B of A can provide. We just do it a whole lot better than they do.